go. Give me a second. Let me... Nope. Yep. There we go. Alright, boom, you can see it. Hello, it's been a while since we played this game, hasn't it? We are playing more Apollo Justice. Well, no, not really Apollo Justice. Dual Destinies. We're playing Dual Destinies. Fuck! It's the worst one so far, but you know what? We're gonna power through this like we powered through fucking... crap. I don't know. I don't even... Okay. It's been a hot minute since we actually played this fucking game. What the fuck was the thing? I think this bit, we're in like some weird lawyer school, which has the dumbest fucking curriculum ever.
You got 3 courses, you got the prosecutor, you got the defense attorney, and you got the judge.
Even though there's only one judge that ever shows up to any fucking game. So every game, it's always an elderly old man. He goes, well, I don't even know, like, what was it? I think it was this girl who died. She got punctured by an arrow, and it's based on the script for this event, whatever. And fucking Juniper Woods, who was the girl from the first case, in the future, is now in this case being accused of murdering her because it was her script or some shit like that. I don't know. It's fucking weird. And then these two are her friends. That's all about. That's really about it. That's all I got. That's all I remember. All right, let's skedaddle. Hooked on a feeling. So we go to the hallway. All right. A little bit of olive oil. Ah, Mr. Wright. Oh God, I forgot I have to voice people. Zeus, why are you so angry? Also, why are you not only holding a staff? Have I seen this yet? He's just wielding a staff with just a globe, an Earth globe. Good lord. Zeus, your son has arrived. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The ends justify the means. I get it, because your name's Mean. What do you mean the end justifies the means? I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Junie would never hurt a fly. Ah! Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible. Sure, I want to prove her innocent, but I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part. I guess it is a little strange. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're gonna take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Corte in, well, in court. Isn't she a judge, though? Why? What the fuck? No kidding. So you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Corte and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class. Wow, I bet they used to really bring it. Now, if you excuse me, I had best go discuss the case with Juniper. Which means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. That's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You too? And when are you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked you first, but... Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make a snap decision. I think you made the right one. How wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once. What the fuck? What in God's name is that supposed to mean? Is he talking about, like, forging evidence or some garbage? Classic. Let's hope it never comes to that. Now, if you excuse me. Well, time's a-wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. Have you learned anything about anything new about the case? Fucking shit, I can't breathe, dude. I can't get any oxygen to my brain. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Alright. Actually, I ran into Professor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. What do you mean traces? Like there's just like bits and pieces? Like someone cleaned it up? Let's go. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again. The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well, what? Come to think of it. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Now, where was I again? But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Oh, baby. I shit my pants. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The Dark Age of the Law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days. And the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Well, that in and itself isn't a bad thing. Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means. Oh, but what was that? What was it that Professor Means said? The ends justify the means? Shit, what the fuck? To survive in the dark age of law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themes Legal Academy. But what'll happen to our legal system if the results are all that matters anymore? Relax, it's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Yeah. No. Oh, that's a relief. I've been going there for a minute. Wait a sec. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence. That would make sense. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. Sure. Peak. Alright, I guess we'll just read this. I mean, it is similar to the case at hand, so. Let's see. A body with a protruding arrow was found in the quad, but the murder weapon was an owl. Owl? Owl? I don't know how to say that. The arrow was inserted as a ruse. The actual murder scene was the art room, where traces of blood were found on the floor. The body was dropped from the third floor art room to the maintenance area below. A mat was laid out to cushion the fall. A ball cart from the storeroom was used to move the body to the stage. Why the body was moved? The archery club's room has a good view of the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like an archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. Things to prepare. Owl. Buy with school festival funds. Get from hardware store. Arrow. If I borrow one from the archery club, I could give away part of the script's plot. TBD. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor's course. Was it red or was it green? I thought she was wearing a green tracksuit, but I don't fucking remember. Can we go on the stage and look at the body? No, it's gone. I thought the area was condoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Ooh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over front. Listen, here goes. Athena, watch where you're... Huh? Ouch! Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Apollo! This box, there's... What now? There's someone or something inside. Don't let it be a snake! That's what you got from it? What the fuck?
You morons just blew my cover.
What the? Is really someone inside?
That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt.
What?
And I'm a senior in the judge's course.
What's with the box?
It's the fate of we who live in the shadows.
There's a very good reason why none may see my face by the light of day. Wait, you're taking the judge course. Did you write a mock trial script too? You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you'd better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you'll wish you hadn't. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. Well, there's just some dumb bitch wearing a fucking cardboard box. What are you, Snake?
It's showtime.
Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too. You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me all you know. You know, for tomorrow's trial. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm gonna take the stand, naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguise is how I get my scoops. But you're right, it's me. So tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said. A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time? Cap. I thought so. Athena, my bracelet is reacting. Really? That means a lie already? That was quick. Gotcha.
Gotcha!
That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying. What are you talking about? When did I ever lie? You gonna destroy your cardboard box? Oh, never mind, it fixed itself. Okay then, let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know around the campus, even the darkest of secrets. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself. From reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. You're a journalist at a fucking lawyer school? What the fuck? And this is evidence. Here. Just vomits it out. An extra edition to the Themis Herald, published to coincide with the mock trial. If she's editor-in-chief, she's probably the one that wrote off on that fucking declaration of love rock campus rumor thing. An unceremonious cancellation. The fuck is that? What does he have in his hands? He's got that ooey gooey poopy whoopy. Thanks, Miriam. You revealed who you truly are. Someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence.
Take that!
That's the Themis Herald, the paper I publish. What about it? Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. You got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. Are you sure? I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? If you'd just given me the info you have. Stupid pawn. Juniper's just using you. Damn. She's a bitch! Now, I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper, isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? No, duh. She's the target for my scoops, and my readers demand dirt. Yeah. Extra, extra! The dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm the witness to her part in the crime. I'm going to tell it all in a shocking expose. The ends justify the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. So basically, you're not gonna tell the whole thing. You're gonna lie. You're gonna tell your story even if you have to fucking forge shit. That sounds like something a stupid head would do. The end justifies the means. Wait a second. In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Mean's methods, even future judges. I've even adopted the end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus, secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser. Don't you realize that's totally illegal? And one of them was the scene of the crime, the art room. You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record? You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's nice of you to... Like I'd really tell you now. The big scoops comes out on court tomorrow. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure has opened between the three of them. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? What do you mean by a fatal fissure? Talk about a high school drama. Then again, I guess this is literally a high school, so. Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be. They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord though. You don't know anything. Professor Means and his followers, and Professor Corte had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy? How could you possibly understand? You're new around here. Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light? I can see fine from here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is. We're gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. My script was way more popular than Juniper's. Really? Wow. Was that the majority opinion? Yep. My behind-the-scenes maneuvers, threats, and deceptions worked like a charm. Miriam, this may came as a surprise to you, but that's called cheating. Says you. I didn't break the law. You didn't break the law? I mean, I guess not, but, you know, secretly putting recordings everywhere around the school is illegal, so... Besides, the end justifies the means. That's what they teach us here. Apparently, some people are already thriving in the dark age of law. If you want to give me a present, slip it through the hole in my box. Or if it's too big, you can open the top and give me it that way. So, which is it? I can't examine the background, so... I guess we'll go to the maintenance area or whatever. Leave, 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 leave. Is that a kitty cat? What's he doing over there? What are you doing? Looking at you. So this must be the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gaffin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from there onto a high jump map from the storehouse. Right. And then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. And then... Someone else here. Hey, it's Robin. Whoa! You scared the crud out of me. Yikes! Right back at you. So, what are you doing here? I'm working out. I'm working out so I can become strong enough to save Universe! But I'm so worked up, my training brace is almost breaking at the seams. Oh, right. The girl you like got arrested. So you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men. That's why I work out with my manly brace. You know, I'm standing by my theory that this motherfucker's a woman. Because nobody fucking talks like this. Not even like the most jacked of men be like, oh, the bird. Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry, I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible, that is. Which is not at all possible by the sound of it. So do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem, ask away, keep them coming, man! Ouch, my ears ache already. Can I go to the art room now. Oh, I don't want to talk to this fucking guy. Robin, could you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club.
The Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. It's supposed to be 2 statues. 1 statue. 2 statues. 3 statues. 4. Alright. I seem to recall hearing that the co-ed from the Fine Arts Club had made them.
2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is not just an illustration, but it's not that bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are those supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fräulein.
Fuck.
And they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste.
Good lord. Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance?
You bet I did. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man.
Must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that.
I couldn't face Professor Corte if I let something like that get me down.
What do you mean?
Professor Corte was the Fine Arts Club advisor. He was all about the truth and beauty, man. All about truth and beauty, man. She always said, the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results.
Yes, I'm totally on your guy's side. She must have been an incredible woman. Yeesh, you call me loud when I practice my chords of steel. Okay, so basically, her and fucking Zeus are like polar opposites. One is willing to use legitimate means to get to the truth, while the other is willing to forge. Fantastic.
Aw, man, why'd I have to take the prosecutor's course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor?
I mean, bro, they're both lawyers, dude. They're not like that different. They're just different clients. How are you? Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name. You'll see.
The 3 of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge. The 3 of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of law. Ha! We were gonna put a nail in its coffin, man.
Wow, you guys swore to do that?
But no, that stupid school rule had to ruin it.
School rule? Which one?
Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school.
So wait, what? Anyone with prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from the school? So, why? Like, I mean, they are practicing illegal methods to do cases. So, and it's not even a minor offense either. So it's like, why? Why even have that rule instated anyways? You're doing illegal shit. You're teaching them to do illegal shit. Well, at least one half is. Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the three of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure.
Whoa, deja vu, man! It's like I can almost taste my near victory again. But no! The final showdown was canceled because of that murder.
This topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it doesn't come between you guys.
You kidding? Our friendship, it's like a diamond, only tougher. It's like a powder keg before a spark. It's like a calm before the storm.
In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment?
Ah, that paper.
So, Robin, is this article true?
The author of that article has been gunning for the three of us for some reason. It's been nothing but trashy articles like this as long as I can remember.
Maybe the author just wants your attention?
No way, man. The venom in those articles is way beyond that.
I wonder.
Whoa! Did you make that? Let me fire it in the kiln for you. Just give me it to me and I'll take care of the rest. It's like I could almost taste my victory again, but no, the final.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Whoa! Check out your badge!
What do you think? Nice and shiny, huh?
Yeah, it's awesome! If the plating ever starts to peel or it gets all bent up, let me fix it up for you.
Really? Thanks.
No problemo. I'll have some primo clay and glaze at the ready, just in case.
Wait, what does clay have to do with my badge? Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh!
Oh, it's you two. Did you want something?
Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own.
Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper.
You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you?
Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script.
Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script. Or wrote it. But, look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two. So just leave it to him. There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. Shit my pants. But no. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself?
Whatever. I'm 6'1" and under this uniform, 100% lean muscle. My grades were outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble too.
Yeah, sure. How can he even say that with a straight face? You know, you're not exactly humble if one of your things is that you claim to be humble. The humble bumble. Bumblyberg.
Destroyed.
Fucking man, I see you in chat.
Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. When it comes to tests, I always get 100%. So I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But as I said before, I pay them no mind.
I heard you the first time.
But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
You saw the body?
Right. And I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory.
Hugh, would you mind telling us a little bit more about that?
Right. So before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall.
Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall.
That's right. There was that announcement, and everyone came in here.
The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door.
Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's totally VIP treatment.
Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage.
That's when you saw the body?
Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that.
Wait, hold it right there. You went through the mock trial even though you just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Ah, where did you get that?
So, this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right. But if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would have been called off.
What? First of all, what is stopping you from confessing your love to Juniper just any time? Why is winning this mock trial supposed to be the thing to get you that? Also, I think you have your priorities mixed up because this motherfucker is dead and you're prioritizing your love life over someone being killed. So, you know, peak lawyer we got here. I can't wait to be represented by this twink. He really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong? No, I say cap. There ain't no way a normal person would fucking do that. Any normal person would report a fucking body and not prioritize their dumb high school love triangle. At least I would. But I'm not exactly normal either, but... Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter.
Thanks. And don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence. You'll see.
I can't say you two inspire much confidence. Okay, Athena, what's next?
Well, I think I've talked to everyone who somehow linked the case.
Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation.
Oh, wait, we haven't met with Junie yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's head over to the detention center.
Homie, why can't we just go to the art room where the murder happened, you fat bitch?
Tina! Thank you so much for coming. She called me Thina like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. The only people who knew the details were Professor Corte and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However... Yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper.
You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article, if you ask me.
I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and I.
She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it to the next level.
Oh, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it.
Do you? It sounds annoying, if anything.
And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Corte noticed it immediately and changed it back.
Holy shit. This is really loud. So you revised the script to favor the prosecution, but why? Why do I get the feeling that I might have been right on the Robin being a girl? I am like 70% sure that Robin Newman is a fucking woman. Like 60 or 7% sure that Robin is a female. Just on a hunch. All right, it's on a hunch. And then Hugh O'Connor's a femboy. But that's besides the point.
So if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't be able to confess his love to Junie.
That would have kept the trio's relationship the same.
Never knew Junie could be so devious.
So wait, I thought the whole thing was that it was a love triangle. So Hugh and Robin were trying to win the love for Juniper, but that isn't the case. I don't know. It's a little weird. So it's just Hugh. Hugh is the one who's like, bro.
Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh?
You never know. Help often comes from most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. Dude, stop. You're scaring me. I was wondering about the all you had when you were arrested. Is it this? What's an owl? Lieutenant Fulbright, we have Why, there's blood on this! That's the evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Yeah, but well, you know, nobody asked for your opinion, Fulbright. See, this is the reason why you're only in one game, you big fat tub of monkey shit. It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Corte and I were prepping in the art room until the day before the mock trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested. Fuck. And we've got nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime. Still, that blood red color in the owl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but it was probably just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the owl when we were prepping it yesterday. It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there? Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Athena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the owl with what looked like blood on it. You found fucking blood. Oh, why am I getting Oh, why do I have a headache? Oh my gosh, dude, my fucking... God, what is that noise, bro? Is that thunder? Thunder! That's when I found the art room key and the owl with what looked like blood on it. A key and the owl? Professor Corte normally has the art room key, and since she's the fine art club's advisor, and since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who planted the owl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted the props should be realistic, so... The owl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it? I have a really bad feeling about this. Me too. Let's not jump the gun on this. Fucking shit, man. Why am I yawning so much? My head hurts. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna go look for something real quick. Something that might help me with my energy trouble. minutes and I still couldn't find it. My goodness. Well, so much for that. Ugh. No, I was just looking for something and I couldn't find it, so I found a substitute. Good lord. Oh my gosh, dude, my fucking head is killing me. Oh my fuck. Oh. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and continue. Hold on, let me get rid of your fat boy bag. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't doing anything for me. Oh. I wish I could have found those Skittles, good lord. I just wanted some Skittles. You and Professor Corte were busy preparing the mock trial together yesterday, right? Ugh. Go ahead and save just in case. Because I can hear it's fucking thundering loud outside. I don't even know if I can keep doing this, dude. My head is actually fucking killing me. But no, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. I gotta stop being a little bitch. Oh, good lord. I took my moody pills or some shit. Thunderstorms possible in the next hour. Alright, let's do this quick then. When was the last time? Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m. Did you notice anything different about her? No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as ever, as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. How could you tell? Were your spidey senses tingling? What the fuck? We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe you, Thena. Well, I should go now. Bye. She's gonna be all right. She's like a shadow. She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy. Junie, fuck. The Junie I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still, what is it? Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts. Seriously? Yeah, but it was really fake. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship. Is there? Who fucking cares, bro? Just go. Blah 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 blah. This is yeah, big day. We're gonna find Corte and we're gonna. That's not gonna happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine! Fuck. What I want to know is, when are they going to make another Phoenix Wright game? Like, I wonder why they just stopped touching this series. I think the last Phoenix Wright game they made, well, yeah, Phoenix. They made the spin-off. When's the new Phoenix Wright game? Most recent releases were the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney trilogy and the Attorney Investigations collection. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, they're not thinking it. Oh well. Maybe Capcom is just done with the Ace Attorney franchise, even though it made them a lot of money. I made them a shit ton of money. Oh, there's a timeline to play these games? Are you fucking serious? So there's the Great Ace Attorney games, and then there's the Phoenix Wright trilogy. And then after that, you can do the Ace Attorney. Never mind. Let's just keep going. What am I doing? Stop wasting. The butterflies have butterflies in their stomach. So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time? My heart hasn't raced this fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high. Relax. Everyone's nervous their first time. So my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor is so terribly brutal. And willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. Yeah, I just realized his glasses are super fucking tiny. Like, what do you even have those on for? There's that the ends justify the means concept again. No. No! That it has come to this. We have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end justifies the means. I'm not going to cheat. I wish he'd stop saying that. That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way. But Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me. As a lawyer, what it means you try to be... But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? But aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you'll have to learn your own inefficiency the hard way. Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just, I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. I do too, but... Now, if you excuse me... Ugh, thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before. Don't let it get to you, Athena. And don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine. And I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Yeah, fucking go in. Yeah, I'm counting on you. So, am I playing this? Is Athena taking over this case? Is she gonna be lead defender, or is it Apollo? I'm thinking it's Apollo, but I'm a little confused.
Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods.
Athena Sykes, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor.
That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine.
Their baldness. Yeah, I know. As usual, you want me to
Chat, it's thundering outside.
I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement. Ah!
This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate any further. Now, summon the witness. Oh. Is something the matter? Please do share your baldness. Why does his eyes shine like that? Good lord.
Whatever gave you that idea? Bailiff, please call your first witness.
And now we don't even get an opening statement. Honestly, I'm with him. I mean, we're all on the same page at this point. Detective Fulbright. He and the prosecutor Blackwell have become quite the team.
Oh, right. This case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain.
What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking.
All right, Detective Fulbright, would you please explain the case to the court? Professor Cortez' body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this all I have here. The victim's blood and the defendant's prints were both discovered on it.
Okay, so that is real blood.
Bert!
Oh, the bird is giving me an autopsy report. Oh, okay, thank you. Wow, that bird can deliver evidence too. Blackwell's trained him well. Maybe Blackwell should train him not to mess up people's hair while he's at it.
Moving right along! The body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood on the third floor of art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room. So, then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage. Precisely! And there's one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner!" What's this? You have such a recording?
Must be from that tape recorder Miriam mentioned. Oh, why is this the first we heard of a death threat at the moment of a murder?
Shh! Silence, please. I would like to play the tape for you now.
You're a goner!
It is quite hard to hear.
Can you make it sound like you don't have a headache? Can you make it sound like you don't have hemorrhoids? Bitch. But the voice does sound female. Let's read the autopsy report, because, yeah. Estimated time of death between 6 and 8 p.m. on October 23rd. Cause of death, blood loss due to a stab wound on the side of the body. On the side of the body. On the side of the body. Okay, that's not very specific. Which side? Which part was punctured? Give me the details of the stab wound. Marks indicate wrists may have been bound. No other visible damage, but stab wound was very rough. No visible damage, but stab wound was very rough. What the fuck does that mean? The hell? Am I crazy, or does this autopsy look a little fucking half-assed? I mean, kinda. Like, it tells me it tells me the death, right? It tells me the death. It tells me the wounds on the wrist, but it doesn't tell me where she was stabbed and what the fuck it meant by. But stab wound was a very rough. Also, this tape recorder, a woman shouting, "You're a goner." This literally, I don't know. I cleaned my fart blanket. It smells like flowers. Yeah, you like sniffing your fart blanket? The murder weapon wasn't all. The arrow was inserted as a ruse. Actual murder scene was in the art room. Traces of blood were found. The body was dropped from the third floor. The only thing that's different is it makes no mentions of the rope. Do you not? Smell my fart blanket? I don't have a fart blanket. I just shit my pants. That's all I do. If it happens, it happens. Am I the weird one? Do you have to ask that? Matt, think about it. Think about you. Think about it for a second. Do you think you're not the weird one? If not, you must have like 0 people to talk to. Other than me, of course. But that's because you're a gooner. You're a 50-year-old gooner boy.
The noise and the low volume of the voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible. Then you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant. Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon and the next day. The question is, when was the body moved? Oh, I know. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around. Sorry, but no. The campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial, when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body.
So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body.
Wait 1 moment. If all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body. Have no fear, for there is always an exception. An exception? The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in an individual dressing room. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial. What? Then that would mean... What would that mean? Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body, and just as we trust.
I don't like where this is headed, Fina. Me neither. And by those three, I mean Hugh O'Connor, Robert Newland, and Juniper Woods.
I knew it. I mean, motherfucker, we are... Shut the fuck up. Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say.
In Justice We Trust, I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female. And out of the three people who could have moved the body, just one is a girl.
I don't fucking believe you. I call cap on that because your analysis is kind of dog shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Bring back Dick Gumshoe. I want to see him. He's my Pookie. Bring him back. That leaves the defendant Juniper Woods as the only possibility! Impressive. He has you on the ropes even before any cross-examinations.
You could at least pretend to be upset for me.
A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month.
I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice. And justice we trust.
Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are.
I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright.
Now, bailiff, please bring our next witness to the stand. Please. Fuck, I forgot about this bitch. God, it's so stupid. Alright, whatever. So, our first witness is a cardboard box.
Will you just pop out of the box already? Stealth mode deactivated.
Oh my, the box has hands! And eyes too.
Smile, Your Honor.
What the dickens? I've just had my picture taken.
Miriam Scuttlebutt, senior of the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. Juniper's been a bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crime.
Might I ask whether you could come out of the box?
How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover?
Think thunk.
So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter.
My testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular.
A former ninja I met in the clink said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them.
Okay, well, she's not a ninja. She's a loser.
Oh my, I had never thought of it that way. Very well. If I would spare her life, I'll make a special exception this time.
Holy shit. Shinto, how can the judge believe this load of crock? Because he's gullible and dumb as shit.
Now, your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face.
Damn. What were those legs? Dude, her legs were fucked up. Did you see that? She got like a bunch of bandages around. Or were those kneecaps? Those might have been those little like knee like things that you put around your knee so you don't hurt it. And then a band-aid. Scary. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Corte and Juniper knew of the script's content. But Professor Corte's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. Juniper has to be the killer. She has a motive, and the murder is just like her script.
What's the motive? No, just the matter is just like the script. Could such a thing be true?
Compare it to her script with the murder case and the crime scene photos, then you'll see.
Bert. This is so simple, even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge could understand. Only the victim and defendant were privy to the script, ergo the defendant is the killer. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime supposedly occurred, the witness's script, along with an envelope in which use was written, were found. This proves that the accused's script had been rejected the day before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script. An argument ensued, and then the fatal stabbing.
That makes perfect sense. What now?
You don't have a bird up redeem? Bird up! Prosecutor Blackquill has all his ducks lined in a row. He's really on a roll now.
He's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all. A bum rap and phony evidence, grudges and betrayals.
I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness.
No problem. I mean, yes, I'm ready, I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony.
So, what I want to know is, how come she's leading this trial as lead defense when in the first case, which takes place after this case, mind you, she couldn't even, like, perform, like, a sentence? Somebody could have stolen a peek beforehand.
I don't think so. I mean, I tried any number of times. Shame on you, Miriam. But that crafty she-devil Juniper has eyes in the back of her head. What chance does your average person have if an undercover reporter like me failed? Interesting point. Still, Miss Scuttlebutt, would you get in trouble later for admitting to such underhanded tactics? Why, I plead entrapment!
How is you blurting out your own crime entrapment?
But you haven't scooped me yet. They were all set up to use set to use Juniper's script.
How do you know that Professor Corte wasn't going to use her script? There in the art room where the heinous crime took place, an envelope marked use and Miriam Scuttlebutt's script were found. Evidently, the script was going to be used, but that was going to be used belonged to the girl in the box over there.
It's only natural that my script would be accepted and hers rejected.
Okay, well, you're lying. You're literally lying out of your teeth because it wasn't your script that got accepted. You even confirmed that the other day, so you're literally just lying.
And introduced all sorts of new concepts, including bribery and faked evidence. It was a cutting-edge script portraying a courtroom battle in the dark age of law. Can't help but feel Professor Corte went out of her way not to use it. But Juniper, she used some devious underhanded tactics to get her script chosen. That's why her script and not my masterpiece was used for the mock trial. How's that for an explanation?
Bird up, bird, bird, bird.
Are you fucking bumpkin?
Objection!
I couldn't remember if it was is it this one or is it the other one?
Objection!
Nah.
Hold it!
Anyone who saw the mock trial could have recreated the crime. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the body like it was just like the script.
Objection!
Weary is the trial which pits Hawk against Canary.
Objection!
What did you just say?
What did you say?
If he was so weary, he should try humping less. I bet that'd save some energy.
There's no time for jokes, Apollo. He just called me a canary.
Don't let him get to you. At least canaries pick up on things quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully, Sykes Dono. Hugh O'Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as it is in the script before anyone knew its contents?
That's right.
Do you even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child.
Elementary? Reporter's testimony throws attorney Athena Sykes for loop. The perfect caption.
How marvelous! A photo in the newspaper is just the thing to boost your brand.
In a school paper? Seriously?
Anyone can see the similarities between the script and the case, but that doesn't mean Junie's the killer.
Hold it!
There must be places where the script and the case diverge.
Don't sweat the details. That kind of stress will give you wrinkles.
Objection!
I'm not worried. My skin is as fair as silk.
Objection!
Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate.
Objection!
What did you say?
Like we really turned that one around on you.
Shut the fuck up!
Like, just talk about the thing. I don't care about the skin, your skin complexion. There are two cases do have the DB. For one, the stage hasn't yet been erected in the mock trial script. Okay, no, they were both green. And in the actual case, there were signs indicating the victim's wrists were bound. But still, such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility. Looks like I won't be passing this off as a coincidence. A total burn, don't you? So fucking suck my... I believe you pressed the witness more than enough, Miss Sykes. Oh, I was just supposed to press all of her things. Okay. Now, do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now, and in that fair, desperate mind of yours. Etch it deep so that you may never forget. No. Mark gets get thrown back in my face. I'm supposed to be like this. What am I supposed to do? Athena, you should just have about all the answers you've been looking for now. Huh? Think about it this way. If the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit the crime in the exact same way? I don't follow. Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. I bet you'll discover an inconsistency if you do. I get it. Thanks, Apollo. Miss Scuttlebutt, just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look just as it was in the script, and that it is beyond the shadow of a doubt not a coincidence. Is that correct? No, duh. After all, it's just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways.
Objection!
What did I say? Our client made the crime scene look just like the script. Something known only to her. But that would not only just be foolhardy, but completely irrational. What do you mean? Bert up.
Yes, Miss Sykes, please. Tell this code what you mean by irrational.
It would make sense for Junie to mimic her own script on purpose because it would... No, I don't know why I chose that one. That one's kind of stupid. That's a stupid fucking thing. Here's the thing, the mock trial details were kept secret. Sure, there's no way our client could have known what was in the script. No, you're just fucking stupid. You're just stupid. You're just dumb. No, you're just dumb. That was fucking stupid. I thought it was gonna be something else, but no, she's being dumb. Honestly, the second, I don't know why I didn't choose the second one. The second one made more sense. I guess I just wanted to see what the other two was. The murder scene was in the same way as it was in the mock trial script. That in and of itself is irrational. What's wrong with them being the same?
Yes, Miss Sykes, care to explain what you mean?
Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer. If so, then what reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script? That's easy. She was admitting that she was the. That's right. If she had really done that, she would have been proclaiming to the world that she was the killer. So what we actually have here is evidence of someone trying to frame her client. Well, you better be. What the fuck was that? Bro, you dropped a ruler. You dropped some scissors and a ruler. What? How is there scissors in there? Do you have like little shelves in your box? Whatever. The body was found the day of the mock trial. In short, the details were revealed. So it would be completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script. Don't let it go to your head just yet.
Objection!
It would seem Justice Dono's comrade in arms has finally drawn her sword. However, the blade is dull, and it shall remain so until you master its use.
Enough with the stupid sword metaphors already.
There's a perfectly good reason for the inconsistency of which you speak.
Reason? What reason?
Must I spell out everything? You are what people call today high maintenance. The accused had intended to stop the mock trial, and in that event, nary a soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of the case and script.
Objection!
No, the mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered.
Objection!
Our witness here had also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself.
What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too?
Precisely. And with that discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled.
So why didn't she report it? Wait, so you didn't call the police? Nope, I kept it a secret from my big scoop. Holy shit. Like, is everybody that goes to school a fucking psychopath? Like, what the fuck is going on here? You can't do that.
I made her pay long and hard penance for her sin. Did I not, my little box top? Compared to the work of a war correspondent, the sheer terror of that was...
Ah! I wonder what the Twisted Samurai did to her. Block off all the holes in her box. And spin her like a top while Detective Fulbright cackled in delight? That sounds more nauseating than scary.
Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony.
Sure thing, Mr. Samurai. I'm ready to finish off that she-devil. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" When she suddenly fled through the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Cortez's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper, because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
Hold it!
Why did you withhold such a key testimony? What's that supposed to mean?
Athena, you haven't even started your cross-examination.
I know, but her testimony points to her as being a potential suspect.
Well, I don't think Professor Blackwell is...
No, wait. I bet he's already thought of that. The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Miss Wood's room before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body. The prosecution's claim no longer has any ground to stand on. Bird! Help! Now, no need to ruffle your own feathers, so. When you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Taka. Do you want him to pick your eyes out?
No thanks.
You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi.
Oh yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death. I was that undercover reporter class. It's right near my home.
It's right near my... There's... What? There's a class for being an undercover reporter? Okay, first of all, that's not a thing. Also, aren't you going to lawyer school to be a judge? Why the fuck are you doing... What? This fucking shit's stupid, bro. Undercover reporter class? The proverbial rug has been pulled from under you. The witness could not be the killer. Right, because she was at this make-believe class. Right. Yeah. Sure. The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug's secured to the floor. Gotta warn you. Ooh. Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down. Huh? No, wait a minute. The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that's your fucking call. For whatever a man is sowing, this he will also reap. Okay, well, she's not a man, so it doesn't apply to her, I guess. Ugh. Why can't he say you reap what you sow? Very well. If the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may go home and spend a lovely day in the box. This is not happening. This is not happening. Will you guys do something about her? Nope, you guys are just gonna... Not so fast, Miss Scuttlebutt. Apollo? There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why not?
Well, that is... No, I didn't take one.
Well, that's strange. Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing a scoop? Did you or didn't you really see the victim's body?
It's not like I actually saw it, but...
Well, so much for that proverbial rug.
What the devil?
Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it.
Justice Dono, you dare bear steel at me again?
Nice try, Boy Wonder. So what if I didn't see the body? The fact remains that Juniper led me there. Feast your eyes on this.
Fuck, what the fuck? What the fuck? This doesn't prove anything. You're not even showing her face! What exactly am I looking at here?
It's a crucial moment forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods.
Why did you not tell me of this?
It's a shocking scoop I was saving for just the right moment. And that would now be now. Right here in court. Surprise!
What did I do?
All journalists keep their scoop secret until the right moment.
pretty brave hiding it from Blackwell like that.
We're pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn.
Athena, about this picture. See how it only shows the back of the subject? So then, right. Who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place?
Objection!
A completely irrelevant point. I think it's pretty relevant. What is relevant here is there was someone who did try to lead the witness to the body. Take a gander at this. The route by which the accused escaped. Bert. The witness pursued the accused this way after she fled the dressing room. The accused descended to the first floor and exited to the quad. Then what? Carton Cretan?
Then I tripped and fell. Caught my knee on my own box.
She stayed under a box even while running after someone? Sounds difficult. That would explain the bandage. Recall that the body was already discovered there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body because she wanted to stop the mock trial. But if the facts have changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness. The defense has a point there. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. It seems Justice Dono has saved your pretty little hide, missy. For now, at least.
Ooh, guess I pulled that off somehow. Thanks, Apollo. You're a lifesaver.
Incidentally, my compliment to the witness for her very fine box.
It's a primo cardboard. Lovingly selected from among many.
Tell another lie or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch.
Please, think about that.
I think it would be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. All right, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness. I want to go get me some water. I'll be right back. My fucking throat hurts because of doing the stupid bitch's voice. Good Lord. Got me more water. Oh, look at the pretty kitty. Oh, you're such a pretty kitty. Quit attacking me. Hey, good boy. You're such a good boy. I found a Jolly Rancher that was actually decent, so let's go. Fuck no, baby! Alright. I'm bricked. Let's do this.
Objection!
Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying our client. Sorry, whack it. For identifying our client as the figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Wood's stage costume. Well, it is Juniper's costume, so it must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut. You're a dumb bitch. No, that's where you're completely mistaken. What? This is a design drawing of our client's stage costume.
Oh my, what a wonderful creation! The constellations are extraordinary.
I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely what's important here. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the courtroom of the costume. But there's not a single star on the costume in the photo.
Oh. Then that means, what exactly?
Your Honor, first of all, I got my TV screen right here, so beep boop beep 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 beep. Hold on, I gotta check my email. Okay. Penguin Zero made another episode. Sorry. Your Honor, there were no other blue costumes at the scene. Which leads me to believe the figure in the photo was wearing her client's costume inside out.
But why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that?
Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it inside out. Wait, you're not suggesting. That's right, I'm glad you're catching on.
The costume's designer wouldn't put her own costume on Inside Out. Does that bitch have a double chin? No, never mind. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but... Doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? A failure as a reporter? Oh, shit. Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box. You didn't see anything.
Objection!
Now I would have you stop right there, Sykes Dodo. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would like have this court's focus. What do you mean? Miss Juniper Woods. Yes? Oh, what the fuck? She just teleported on the witness stand. What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial? I was in my dressing room painting my costume in fluorescent paint. Fluorescent paint? My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was gonna make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent.
What was that again? Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities?
Not fluoride, fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint wouldn't make it glow in the dark. Yes. So you applied that to the inside of the costume, and then I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out. Inside out? So then... Pretty baby. Do you want me to let you out? Do you want me to let you out? No? You sure? I mean, you have everything here, but like, or you just don't need to. Goober. Come here, Goober baby. Ooh. Come here. Here, lay down. You want to lay down on my desk? I'm gonna give you kisses. I'm gonna give you kisses. Goodness, you got so much fur on you. I'm gonna have to brush you later. You wanna brush you later? I'll brush you later after stream, okay? This is the photograph of the inside-out costume taken in the dark. As you can see, and there's a heavy layer of paint over the entire inside surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in the state, the wet paint would get all over the body.
Why, yes, I believe it would. Indeed, ergo the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake, but because it was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out.
Brush me now, pussy. What, are you speaking for my cat now? Who would never say that? He would never say such a thing. He'd go, meow. And I would have been like, rawr. Ah! Don't bite me. Are you trying to bite me? Oh, the kitty trying to eat me. Ah, the kitty eat me. Such a vicious rat.
Figures he would have a photo that he just kept to himself.
Did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Black Quill had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Please tell me you found something about that doesn't add up. Check out the chest area. It looks like handprints to me. Hey, you're right, but Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still.
Objection!
I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a rank amateur such as the accused?
Objection!
I resent that statement. So basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up. Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought everything through, though. What? You mean you've just been bluffing? What do you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy. Oh, you're right. There's only one way left to do this at this point. Let's present some evidence. Pronto!
A showdown, is it?
I gladly accept. Resin paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume. I mean, I think I know what evidence it is. Right there. There's my fucking.
Take that!
A school newspaper.
Interesting. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hands in the photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint. It is glowing. Quite brightly, might I add. But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you may ask? The answer is he wouldn't, not on purpose. It got there when he put on the costume. Oh? I mean, oh, that means... What again? Why are you a judge, dude? They're 100 years old. It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client, Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman. What? What? To think you were actually able to prove that. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. So then... Well, does that mean Robin is our man?
I mean, it's possible. I don't know if Robin is the killer, but... Well, that's certainly how it looks. Very well. Robin Newman it is. He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? I'm Robin Newman! I want to become the great artist! The great artist I practice day and night! Yeah!
But aren't you studying to be a prosecutor? So it's like, well,
No, that's not it. Art's gotta be sincere, man.
For occupation, should we put down budding artist?
No! Themis Legal Academy Senior Prosecutor Course. This braces proof of my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years.
What? How old are you? So, okay, so you're 18 years old. And you came out the pussy and was like,
I want to be a prosecutor. Ahem. I assume you'll be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today. Oh man! It seems the witness has finally settled down.
I guess nothing phases the judge after all these years.
You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hands. I went to see Jennifer in her dressing room, but she wasn't there. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa! The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall on me. I got that paint on me when I got it, but I never put it on. It's just stupid.
Hold it!
Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness.
Well, Mr. Newman does seem particularly agitated, but... no! Fucking therapy!
Not again. What's his problem? I sensed it the moment Robin took the stand. The discord in his heart. His discord kitten? You think he might be hiding something? Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the mood matrix can do for you. We're in the mood matrix.
I went to see Jennifer in her room. Well, she wasn't there. When I walked by the frilly costume, I was like, whoa. And the mannequin was about to fall over.
Got it!
Mr. Newman, the emotion is inconsistent with your testimony.
Got it!
This? I don't really see it.
Got it!
Was it this one? Okay, that's what I thought.
When you mentioned the stage costume, I sensed a sudden, powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman? Actually, yeah, no, that would be contradictory to what he or she, which I'm still going on a thing that Robin's a woman, but you know, whatever. Let me think. It does seem contradictory that he found it stupid to put on, but he was happy to see it or some shit like that. Which I don't really know why that would be the case either way.
Wait, what? Why would a frilly scarf thing and long skirt make me feel like that?
Holy shit, did I actually call it? Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, no, I was right, wasn't I? Fucking Robin's a girl. I don't know, but you seem awfully interested in that costume for some reason. You didn't happen to put it on, did you?
Like I'd be into that kind of thing. I'm a dude, and I'm into braces.
You don't think Robin's actually got a thing for Juniper's outfit, do you? Okay, look, man. Listen. I don't judge. I'm just saying. You know, if you're a dude and you like that kind of thing, that's fine. Who fucking cares, right? Regardless, I still think Robin is the opposite gender. Oh, come on, it's so obvious. You're enjoying this a little bit too much, Athena.
No way, man! The mannequin came falling towards me, so I stuck out my hand and stubbed it in a tree.
That's a new piece of information. Time to run an update. Even after that update, something just doesn't feel right here. Do I have anything that could prove his statement contradicts what really happened? Yeah? Your mom?
Take that!
You said the mannequin came falling towards you, so you stuck out your hand. If so, then why do the If so, then the fingers of your hands would have been pointing outward like this. But that's not what the handprints show. In fact, this looks more like just your thumbs and the base of your palms.
Why in the world would I leave in such weird handprints?
You know why. You let them when you went to adjust the scarf after putting it on. Just like the model in this drawing.
Whoa!
Why don't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You did put the stage costume on, didn't you? And you really do like Miss Wood's clothes, don't you?
Fine! I admit to putting the costume on. But I don't like early clothes, man.
Objection. Maureen has women's undies on. That's not true. I have boxer clothes. Are these boxers? I don't know what they... No, I think they're briefs. Are they briefs? I don't fucking know. It's not... I don't have a thong, alright? I don't have women undie pants. I don't have no panties, no thong, no ding-dong. I do have a... Okay, scratch that last part. But, like, I don't wear women's underwear, alright? I'm not Pinocchio from Shrek 2, alright? Wow, a whole ass 10%. Yes, new information to plug in. Time for another update. It's a thong! My heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. you scared?
There, another emotion that doesn't fit.
You know what? You're really starting to get on my nerves, man.
Mr. Newman, you got excited when you put the costume on, but you also felt sad.
Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal.
Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad? You're hiding something, aren't you?
What? No!
You're not fooling anyone anymore. Now, tell us why you were sad.
Okay, fine. If you're gonna be that way, I'll tell you. The reason I felt sad is no matter how much I dress up, I'll never be as pretty as Juniper.
What? Well, no offense, but his habit of shouting at the top of his lungs doesn't exactly help. Okay, that has nothing to do with looks, so shut the fuck up, Apollo.
No, that's not it! I totally owned those curly clothes. I could have been totally pretty. But there's something that keeps getting in my way.
Wow. That's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion right there. His heart is crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control. Out of control emotions. We saw those during the Ninetail Vale incident. So, all we have to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right? Right. Help me look for a conflict between his statements and images we see. We'll find a way to wrestle. We're gonna wrestle him.
Fine, I'll testify, man.
A whole ass 5%.
I snuck in knowing the costume was in there. My heart was pounding, even though I was a guy. It's true, I felt a powerful feeling when I saw that long, frilly scarf. I admit it, I wore girly clothes. I felt like a diva when I put the hood over my head. I felt so right. I was totally dressed up like a girl.
Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger towards your brace, don't you? Is that what you feel? Is that what you feel is holding you back from being as pretty as you think you should be?
Ah! Ooh. What?
Mr. Newman, the truth is, you really want to take that brace off, don't you? I fucking knew it. I literally called it. Like, that was the first thing. God, I've seen that shit before, where like a girl wants to be a man, so they put like this big ass fucking brace on their chest, so their tits don't pop out, so they look like a man. I've seen that before. It's fucking weird, but I've seen it.
No way, man. This is a symbol of masculinity. I could never take it off.
Is it that you can't take it off, or that you don't want to take it off?
Aw, man. I should have kept my big mouth shut.
This is really weird. He exhibits intense anger towards his brace, which he calls a symbol of masculinity. But he can't take it off, not even when he's trying to look pretty. It could be at the root of his complicated relationship with his brace. I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret.
Athena, are you okay?
I think Robin is hiding a secret. Big one.
Bigger than the fact that he's secretly jealous of Juniper's looks?
I'm at the go!
Okay, Boomer. No, it can't be. I just thought of something that's totally insane. Mr. Newman,
Oh, what?
I'm onto your little secret, and if I'm correct, it's not very little at all. It's huge. Where is this going? This sounds completely insane, but it's the only possibility. Mr. Newman, or should I say, Miss Newman, you are, and always have been, a girl. What? Have you lost the plot, Athena? No, I'm completely serious. I don't have any direct evidence. But that's what Robin's heart is shouting out loud and clear. Hold it! I still think you've totally lost it. I mean, Robin reeks of testosterone. How could he possibly be a she? I mean, doesn't that kind of prove her point? It's like she's pretending to be a guy, a stereotypical guy. Or at least what she thinks is supposed to be a guy. So it's a female. So, but so that's weird. I, for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a maniac all the time.
I've seen plenty of witnesses in my day, but if she, then she's the most convincing actress I've ever encountered. Therefore, let me pronounce my verdict. Robin Newman is, without a question, a man. You are now truly Justice Dono's equal in one area. You are just as equally insane. Never in the history of this planet has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit.
Show them man titties.
If you guys are done talking about me, I'm...
Let me see him. Let me see him. I want to see that titty drop. There it is. Ah! The brace, it's... And... yeah. Miss Sykes? No, allow me to call you Athena. I wanted to keep a secret. I wanted to keep this secret all those times, but no! No way! Ah! Surely this must be some kind of jest. Nope, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. Ugh, okay. If you don't believe me, I'll give you a P-E-E-K. Gay. Yeah, like, ugh. Now she's just weird, and it's just go back to put the brace back on. I can see why you wanted that shit on. Now she's a fucking weirdo. Ah! As if. What an amazing transformation. Well, all the Discord is gone. The image is now complete. I was raised as a boy since I was little, and I studied law just as my parents wanted. But now, this living lie has me pinned to the ground. It's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena! Now I can stop pretending I want to be a prosecutor. I'm gonna be an artist. Is that what this was about? This what the fuck? First of all, what does you being a man have to do anything with being a prosecutor? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I just don't understand, like, why she couldn't just be a girl and also be a prosecutor. Although she is saying that she just never really wanted to. She was just kind of led by, what was it, her parents? Okay. So maybe it was just the parental thing. Yay!
Order! What a shocking development! He really did turn out to be a she.
Why is everyone looking at me like that? I feel like a movie star or something. But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy. Okay. Shut the fuck up, man. No pics for you. No pics or you'll regret it, man. I just imagine things, or is Robin even more hyper now than when she was a he? I don't know. Maybe it's because she finally got her troubles off her chest. Literally.
This is all well and good, but does he being a she actually change anything?
And the fact that the witness is actually a girl does change things, because there is now a piece of evidence that must be reevaluated.
Very well. Let's see the defense's
Take that!
This is what I'd like to I'd like the court to reconsider.
Oh, the tape recorder. The one that recorded the threat. You're a goner.
That's right. And we have already established that it's a female voice in the recording. Of all the students that could have moved the body before the mock trial was about to start, our client was the only female if you exclude Miss Scuttlebutt because of her alibi. And that is why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect.
Ah, so then...
That's right. The witness just revealed that she's a girl. Therefore, if we are using the voice in this recording as a basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled a suspect too. Wow, talk about a sudden turn of events. You've done it. You found a hole in one of the prosecution's key pieces of evidence. Yeah. Wow, that was a lot of work for a single one.
Objection!
Not so hasty now. They're forgetting that only one person here was privy to the script. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect.
Objection!
But Miss Newman hid the fact that she was a girl, both at the crime scene and in court. I'd say that puts her in camp suspicious. That's not very nice, Athena. How could you accuse me of being a killer? I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl. Just thinking about that murder makes me...
Objection!
Suspicious is as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to the crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning ignorance. We can surmise that she lent support to the principal offender, Juniper Woods. By leading Miss Scuttlebutt to the body, that would make her an accessory to the crime.
How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Mr. Birdman.
Objection!
I take offense to that. Birdman. In any In any event, with the witness as an accessory, it explains quite a lot, does it not?
Objection!
He made it all make sense somehow. And he'll keep accusing Junie unless we can show someone else knew about the script's details. How could someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? Picture. Nah, I don't like. Look at the Junie. Sorry, Junie, but you're not gonna like this. Our client may have leaked the script's details to someone. What the devil? And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Corte noticed it immediately and changed it back. Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she leaked the details to the witness, Robin Newman. I get it. If Robin won, Hugh wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper. Right. Junie was probably trying to keep their friendship from becoming awkward. How could you, Tina? Okay, you can't call her that.
What about you, boy? I never heard a word of the script from Juniper. Never, ever.
Objection!
You sure? Can you look at me in the eye and swear you didn't? B-A-D, Athena.
You don't have any evidence.
Actually, we might just have the thing. Really? Yeah, one of Robin's lines I read when we were reenacting the mock trial. He has a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Corte who posed this corpse. Forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Corte was wearing. Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." S-U-R-E? I might have said that, but
So what?
well, think about it this way, Athena. Yeah, which way exactly? If I told you that I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got on now, what would you say? Oh, the red suit. I think I've got it. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Miss Newman knew the contents of the script. I might have to go take out S-I-S-H-I-T. I almost fucking spelled shit wrong. Whatever. The defense moves to present as said evidence to the court.
Every mistakes present away.
This evidence proves that Miss Newman knew prior.
Take that!
The mock trial script.
Miss Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a photo of the victim's body, and reportedly you reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatsuit."
Oh, yes, I said that. What's your point? You seem to have an issue with the green sweatsuit, and I think I know why. Oh, yeah. The proof is in the script, specifically on the things to prepare page. Sweatsuit. Victim outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor's course. Ah! You were surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. But if you didn't know about the script's content, then that shouldn't have surprised you. Will you stop falling over? I thought we were friends, Athena. How could I have been so blind? In light of her privileged knowledge, I moved to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor.
You what?
If knowing script details makes me a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone else could have seen Professor Cortez' note. Note? What note? The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare for the mock trial. But only one copy of the script. Well, only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked. That gets kind of inconvenient, right? You're not seriously going to suggest. But it's the truth. Professor Cortez did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write down any of the proceedings or the truth behind the case. But she did write a note to herself about the props and details of the victim's B.O.D.Y. Is this really true, Miss Newman? If you don't believe me, send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. I thought it might give me an advantage. So I took a picture of the note. I'd say she's telling the truth. Wait a sec. If there's a note with details about the body, then that means there are others who could have made the murder look like our client's script.
Yes, I believe you're right.
Apparently, this case isn't as clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackquill would have us to believe. This new revelation blasts a big fat hole in the prosecution's case.
Aho!
Bully for you, Missy. But don't think this spells victory.
And why not?
The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit, so put away your wooden sword. And show me what you're truly capable of, if you wish to live.
You want it? Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it.
Well, it's O'Connor, the twink.
I already said I want nothing to do with this trial. Now, Juvenile, it is not a matter of what you want, for you will cooperate, Hugh O'Connor.
Prosecutor Blackquill, why have you called this witness?
You will recall that the day before the mock trial, in short, the day of the murder, the accused testified that she left her home at around 6 p.m.
Yes, my notes here do confirm that fact.
Right. Our client wasn't at school at the estimated time of death, so she couldn't be...
Objection!
Yet that was but a
Felicious lie? Whatever.
Or am I mistaken, Golden Boy? I have no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you excuse me...
Hold. I am not through with you yet.
It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave and we might just discuss you-know-what. Yuck! No, wait!
One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's all that about?
I've changed my mind. I'll stay and testify.
Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor?
The word of a genius is as good as gold. Let's get on with this. Hugh O'Connor, a senior of the Themis Legal Academy, lawyer course. How's that?
Just fine. Your testimony then, if you could please.
You're up against the top of the class now. I'd be careful if I were you.
I know Junie would never lie like that. That pompous schoolboy won't know what hit him. Pompous ass bitch.
To get mentally prepared for the mock trial. Oh, sorry. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range till 7 p.m. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? That is quite enough. Well done, Golden Boy. The final bell rings at 7 p.m., at which point the campus is a desolate place. Now you will recall the tape recorder. We know the time of the voice recording. It was 7:10, the day before the mock trial. That was the dark hour of heinous crime.
Do you have any proof of that?
As its final bell, this school plays a special broadcast when the clock strikes 7. The female voice on the tape appears 10 minutes after the broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty to spring her devious and deadly trap.
So, when the witness saw the defendant, that would have been...
Indeed, it was 5 minutes after the voice was captured on the tape in the art room. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building, even after the killing.
So the time of the murder and the time of when the body was moved.
Great. Another inconvenient testimony.
Miss Sykes, your cross-examination, please.
Hold it!
I'm gonna fucking KILL you. So you're saying you just walked up past a good friend, barely saying a word?
The final bell had already rung. I get mad when you stand around chattering. Then again, we're not like you people, talking endlessly in those annoyingly loud voices.
Objection!
Annoyingly loud voice? I'd like it if you would refrain from insulting my partner like that.
Normally I'd shout objection right about now, but I'll take this one for the team. Anyway, I think that's about all I have to say.
Hold it!
Alright, I'll take you up on that kind offer.
I expected that much, so go ahead, ask away.
Mr. O'Connor, I want to ask. Why would an honor student like you ignore the last bell?
I wouldn't say I ignored it, I was simply running a little late.
Do you remember exactly how late?
You're a stickler for details, lady. But if I had to say, it was maybe about 10-15 minutes. If you think it's that important, I'll add it to my testimony.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I didn't do it. That was a ghost. That was a ghost. I didn't do it. Big Penny picked it up, and I put it in a truck, and then I shot a boy.
Objection!
Fuck! Alright, let's think with our thinking caps. This time, this is gonna be the real one. So he says, the final thing run 10, 15 minutes earlier, no biggie.
Objection!
God damn it. I thought it could have been that because it was like, oh, you're playing. You know what? I'll just take the. I'll just take the L. Just take the L.
Hold it!
I want the last bell for no reason? Shame on you. Shame on you for pressing me for no reason. Okay. Please tell the court what you were doing on October 23rd, the day of the mock trial. That's an easy one. Nothing in particular. Nothing at all? Didn't help with the preparations? You don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. I left the preparations and the likes to the others. My job was to be mentally prepared. Ginny put her heart and soul into getting those things ready while he just sat in his behind. Just to reiterate, I spent most of my 23rd meditating at the archery range. I didn't get to talk to anyone until school closed around 7 p.m. I suppose a few archery club members did come and go while I was there. But you didn't talk to anyone, not a single soul? That's right. I didn't say a word to anyone until the final bell at 7 p.m. I see. This is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony. I don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face. Okay, this one definitely...
Objection!
Yeah, this one, because I looked at the planner, and the planner was like, yo. So yeah, no, that one's definitely it. So you didn't talk to anybody on October 23rd. Are you sure about that? I already told you. My word is as good as gold. Okay, then how do you explain this? And don't spare any details. Sorry, never seen that before. This is the victim's planner. She recorded all of her plans in great detail. Take a look at this page here. It reads 23rd. Meet with Hugh. And important. How do you find that interesting? What? Where did you get that? The key word here is important. You say you were at the archery range all day. But you also said a few students came and went while you were there. That doesn't sound like a great place for an important talk. Well, the entire campus was buzzing with activity before the mock trial. Where could they have possibly had a private conversation? I thought about that too. But the situation changes after the last bell. What's this now? The witness stayed after the last bell. In order to have a private talk with the victim. Am I right, Mr. O'Connor? This is insane! Must we go through this again? I suppose you also have no evidence as usual. No, I don't have any direct evidence. However, the witness was meditating until after the last bell. And he attempted to conceal his private meeting with the victim.
First Robin, now me. Who are you going to accuse next?
Oh, just another unscrumptious attorney looking to get ahead.
Don't let him get to you.
He's definitely hiding something. I mean, he was supposed to meet the victim at around her estimated time of death. I can't believe this shit. This foppish twink is lying to us.
I was talking to my cat.
I had my suspicions on Robin, but Hugh seems just as guilty. These three are the only possible suspects after all. Mr. O'Connor, answer me this. Did you meet with Professor Corte that day?
Sorry, Mr. Jailbird Prosecutor. I don't mean to steal your thunder, but I have something to say. If it'll save me some trouble, then by all means, speak away. If you would recall, Miss Sykes, the voice on the tape recorder was female. Knowing that, I'd like you to explain how I could possibly be a suspect.
Oh, he has a point.
Impressive. Golden Boy here does shine gold indeed. Care to take the reins? You're more than capable of prosecuting this case. Ha! Sorry, but I'm studying to be a lawyer.
Isn't being a prosecutor the same fucking job?
What a pity. To think such genius is to be wasted on mere lawyering. At last, your moment is here, Sykes Dono. Time to refute Golden Boy's statement and prove that you're the young prodigy worthy of the badge on your label.
Ugh. Could he lay any more pressure on him?
The voice is unmistakably female, so there's no point in arguing that. Yeah, you're right. In which case,
to whom does the voice on the tape really belong to? It could be the victim. The voice on the tape belongs to the victim. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Objection!
Are you mad? The voice on the recorder says you're a goner. That is something a murderer shouts at their victim, not the other way around.
Yeah, that is the problem. You're a goner. You're a goner. You're a goner.
Athena?
You're a goner. You're a goner. Hugh a corner.
Hugh O'Connor? Wait a second. Whoa, Athena, you're scaring me.
You're scared? I'm terrified for even coming up with this.
With what?
Prosecutor Blackwell, you want to know if I'm worthy of my badge? Well, I'm about to show you why. Despite my age, I can wear it with pride.
Oh? Then can I take it you won't be changing your argument? Still, it stands that it's a bit odd for the victim to be yelling, "You're a goner."
I agree, if that's what the victim was saying, but it's not.
I assume you have something to back you up.
Not exactly, but you don't have to add fuel to his fire, Your Honor. Hugh O'Connor.
She was shouting because...
I would like to call one basic fact into question. Is that shout on the tape really saying, "You're a goner"?
What are you up to now, Athena?
Professor Corte's planner says she was supposed to meet the witness for an important talk. Perhaps our witness, despite being a genius, has done something wrong. And this made Professor Corte get angry with him during their private meeting.
I don't see how this changes what we heard on the tape.
Well, if you want to see how it changes things, let's try a little experiment. Your Honor, I want you to yell at the witness as if you're mad at him. But, and this is important, use his full name.
Okay, let's see. Hugh O'Connor!
What did I do to deserve that? Yeah, well, just like that. Now try again, but faster.
Hugh O'Connor! Hugh O'Connor? Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor? Oh, wait a second. No. This can't be.
Objection!
You think I'd spend the energy to lead you this far if it wasn't true? Ah, but it is, Your Honor. Humans are not perfect. That's a scientific fact. We sometimes mistake shadows for monsters or the wind for voices.
Now that you mention it.
You can do this with you. Just give the old guy a one more little push. The sound on the tape recorder was never the phrase, "You're a goner." That's only what we thought we heard, when in fact, it was the witness getting yelled at. The court will note that this is different from the selective hearing. Men are so good at. I think you're right, but what was that last part again? Never mind. It's important. The important thing is that the voice that was recorded isn't our client. And since it was the victim scolding the witness, he must now join the list of suspects.
Objection!
I had thought that testimony would suffice, but it seems it has come to this. I will not allow such fellatio quibbles to you pen this case. The prosecution has one final piece of evidence to present to the court. Why haven't you presented these? Man, I feel like it should be like against the law to like hide evidence at this point. But then again, we also do that too. Like I've done that. Like the main characters have done that before, so I guess whatever. Oh damn! What is this? Feast your eyes on this photo, and let me see that insolent look vanish from within them. Bert. Aw, that's adorable.
Let's see here. Oh, it's a picture. It's a picture of the defendant with the victim.
I'm looking at the clock. It's 7:05. And this was supposed to be heard at 7:10. So, what? So wait, what hold on, what's here? The photograph shows professor and student preparing for the mock trial together. Wait, was this taken in the art room? The room where the murder occurred? Indeed it was. But the revelations do not end there. Do you see the clock on the wall? It reads 7:05, a mere 5 minutes before the voice was recorded on the tape. What? The accused brutally stabbed the victim to the death 5 minutes after this video was taken.
It seems the defendant's culpability in this crime is quite obvious.
Is it? What now? Nothing I can say can change that fact. You understand now? You can believe in your claim all you wish, but try as you might. Such misplaced faith will inevitably be cut down before a cruel, steely blade of truth.
I do gotta say, they seem pretty fucking happy for she seems pretty happy for someone who's about to stab her. Also, why is the moon out already if it's 7:02? Like, I get it. I get it's like, depending on like the season, like it'll be nighttime, but I don't think the moon will be that high up at the time. But you know, hey. Also, that statue has boobies. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Now listen, Missy. The person you'd like to save more than anyone else in the world, I'd be willing to wager that your defense isn't what they desire. But I became a lawyer so I could. You still fail to understand after so much pain and defeat. The courts are not the play yards of little children dressed as lawyers. So before you break your back in failure, run along home and grow up. I really don't understand what this changes. Whatever. If he thinks I'm giving him now, he's got another thing coming. I have to find my inner strength if I ever hope to save him. What? I have to find my inner strength if I ever hope to save him. Him? Who's him? The worst times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. It's impossible. How could I smile under these circumstances even if I forced to? This is better than bad. Who knew Black Quill had that one waiting in the wings? Why didn't that twisted samurai just present it from the beginning? Maybe this was his real plan? Is he just trying to show me how weak and powerless I am? Maybe he's right, because I haven't really got a clue. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Professor Constance Cortez? Robin Newman, a girl who had been forced to live a lie as a guy? Or was it Hugh O'Connor, the honor student who had met with Professor Cortez?
There seems to be little reason to debate the defendant's guilt any longer. The time for a verdict has come.
No, that's not gonna happen, man.
What's the meaning of this? You can't interrupt a judge about to hand down a...
Maybe, but false verdicts are a N-O-N-O-N-O. What? Miss Newman, please explain yourself. Juniper's not the killer. I know because I know who the real killer is. No, oh, you know what? Just let it go. What? You know who the real killer is? What is she up to now? Yep, I know because the real killer is... me. Me. T. Oh, interesting. What?
It was me. I did it alone. Just me.
I don't get it. Why is she confessing to save her friend? Come on, don't be stupid.
Miss Newman was witness near the stage. There's even a related photo of her. The more I think about it, the more suspicious she seems.
Robert Newman isn't the kind of guy who pins the blame on her friends. Just so he can walk free. Get it over with. Declare me guilty already.
Is it Hugh? Oh no, it's her. Please, wait. Juniper, what are you doing? Crack.
Thank you for all you've done, Athena. But you'll have to forgive me. I can't let my friends take the blame any longer. Junie, no. Don't do it. You and Robin have done nothing wrong. They have absolutely no connection to this case. The real killer is me. I alone am responsible for the entire crime.
Objection!
Junie, you know that's not true. Hurry up and retract your statement. I'm afraid it is true. Forgive me, Athena.
Happening right now. Order! Order! Will somebody please explain what's going on here?
I see right through your cheap ploy. School rules state that prior conviction terminates one's eligibility to graduate. A guilty verdict here would make whatever dreams one had go up in a puff of smoke.
Oh, I wasn't aware.
Even meek little mice will fight even when cornered. A pitiful spectacle, I might add. These vermin are trying to protect each other now that they have nowhere else to turn.
Run. Protect each other? Wait. So was Robin just trying to protect Junie too? If so, then the real killer is...
This whole thing's a joke.
Uh-oh. Now it's Hugh's turn.
What is wrong with these kids these days?
I know what just crossed your mind, Miss Sykes. You think I'm the real killer, don't you?
Wow, he's a real genius. He even knows what you're thinking.
I think it's about time I told you the truth. And I'll even get right to the point. It was me. I did it.
Wait.
What?
Now both potential suspects are claiming to be the real killer. I'm so confused right now.
If you still have doubts, how about I detail my murder plot? It was absolute genius. Enough of this nonsense. This is a court of law, not a set of some high school drama.
I see, I have no choice. I'm afraid I'll have to...
Oi, wait, your baldness.
I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm in no position to hand down a verdict just yet. I am hoping that the defense and prosecution can come up with some airtight evidence. And that is why I am giving you both the rest of the day to continue investigating this case.
Pinch me. I think I'm dreaming.
Fine, do as you wish.
This brings today's proceedings to a close. Court is adjourned.
Yay! Okie dokie, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Good lord. Such a fucking cringe fest. Alright, thank you guys for coming by. I appreciate it. Tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Resident Evil. I'm gonna be playing the very first game, the one that came out, the old times. That's right, baby. Yeah. Alright, I'm done. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Nighty night. Ugh. I'm about to shit my pants.